Inter ea legione, quam se cum habebat, militibusque, qui ex provincia convenerant, a laco lamano, qui influmen Rhodanum influit, ad montem iuram, qui fines sequinorum ab Helvetiis dividit, milia passuum 18 murum, in altitudinem pedum se decum facamque perducit. Okay, then Caesar starts off with inter ea, meanwhile. Okay, ea legione, that is a noun being modified by ea. Notice what case is that? Oh, looks ablative. So he's starting us off with an ablative phrase, but doesn't give us the rest of the sentence yet. And then we get this nice relative clause here, which describes this ablative phrase. Then we have militibusque. Notice the que is connecting ea legione and militibus. Militibus is also ablative. Are we seeing a pattern? Another ablative with a relative clause modifying it. Okay, so we've got two ablatives. With that legion and with those soldiers, they're both being described. Then we get a prepositional phrase from Lake Geneva. Oh, look, he does it again. Another relative clause modifying this. So Caesar's giving us a bunch of extra information, and he hasn't started the real sentence yet. Notice inside your relative clause, pretty prepositional phrase. And then we have another prepositional phrase here, ad montem iuram. And another relative clause here, talking about Mount Ura. Inside there, of course, we have a prepositional phrase. Okay, let's see. Are we getting our subject, our verb, our direct object yet? Let's see if it shows up. Okay, milia passuum, that is a phrase that means a Roman mile. How many Roman miles? 18. Well, it would be great, but what is that modifying? Oh, look, it's modifying a wall. Here's our direct object. So, something about a wall, 18 miles long. And, oh, Caesar talks about how high this wall is, too. In altitudinem pedum se decum. That's probably 16 feet high. So, here's our direct object. We don't have a subject, we don't have a verb, but we know that somebody does something to a wall 18 miles long and 16 feet high. Oh, in addition to the wall, we have another direct object, the quay, and that's a ditch. Oh, and here we are. We've got the subject and the verb. Caesar just assumes that you know it's him. So Caesar commissioned, caused to be built, this thing here, this huge direct object. And if we go back to the top now, it tells us what did he use to build this wall? Well, ea legione and militibusque. So that is all for sentence 1. Eo opere perfecto, praesidia disponit, castella communit. Quo facilius, si se invito transire conentur, prohibere possit. Did you hear the ablative absolute to start this off? Eo opere perfecto. We've got, and how do we translate ablative absolutes? We start with the noun, eo opere, with, and then you say the noun, and then you say the participle. Praesidia is a direct object here. We're assuming that Caesar is still the subject, so Caesar did this to the praesidia. And then we have another direct object here. So Caesar did this verb, and he did this verb to these direct objects. And then, oh, are we going to fall for this trick? Quo facilius. This is really an ut clause. It's a relative clause of purpose. You recognized it with the quo, but just in case you didn't, I told you anyways. And it starts here, and it ends over here. Why did he do these things? So that he could stop them. If, and then we've got a new subject here, conentur. This refers to the barbarians. Notice this takes an infinitive if they should try to do this. And then inside here we have a sneaky little ablative absolute. Se is referring to Caesar. And notice it's an ablative absolute with a pronoun and an adjective. When he is unwilling, if while he is unwilling, they should try to do this thing, he's going to take care of it with his fortifications.